Rangers received a £1.5 million loan from Laxey and Easdales, according to the newspapers today. What's your thoughts on that?
Strange. I had some emails back and forward from a representative of the club today saying that there was no financial shortfall at the club, which leaves the question, then why do we need to borrow 1.5 million from anybody? I think it's odd that there's only 2 shareholders being approached to look for this type of funding, and obviously there will be payments to them in some form, and it looks as if that's going to be shares. Today I've spoken to an institutional investor and a very large private investor, and they're quite upset about what's happening today because they weren't offered or even asked to put in any money, and one of them was quite vocal in what he was saying to me, that he personally would have wrote a cheque for more than that and would have looked for whatever they're looking for less in return. The word that I'm getting from our sources at the City of London is that that institutional investor is not alone in his thoughts of being a bit upset with what's happened today. What we're hearing, the feedback we're getting, is that at least one institutional investor has been on to Daniel Struth, the nomad for the club, today to show his displeasure at what's going on. And what they feel is that the club should have a second share option and allow all investors the opportunity to put more money in and not look for anything back, which would give the club far more money available without costing. And people are saying that this loan, should it go through, will not have any interest attached to it, but it will have costs. The costs will be in terms of shares. If those shares are available, they could be offered to other people who may want to pay more for them. So there will be costs involved in some description, but there are other people willing to do the same, but cheaper, and haven't been asked, and they're quite upset. One other thing that was mentioned to me today, which I wasn't aware of, that the institutional investors may call for an AGM over this matter if enough of them are upset and of the same mind, and that's something I believe they will be looking at tomorrow to see how they react.